I can make it there in time. I, Prince Fioravente, am... I was going to say the king of getting to places on time, but... the prince of getting to places on time. I'm pretty good at it. Perfect. Nonchalant. I'm noticing the rest of my court is absent. Wonderful.
We're important.
I'd hope so.
I've got Cassian burning eyes into the side of my
think so.
head. Isn't that
We did
grand?
figure
Your
it out.
mind is like no other, Della.
Okay, well, the two ways that people in this world know you're important is a big chair or a big hat.
And where's your big hat then?
Hold on, let me take out my biggest hat.
Is there not an assembly going on? Or
There we go.
due to be going on?
You can't see me, so the joke falls flat.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, as entertaining as this is. Oh, Lord. Okay. Seems like everyone is in here. So first of all, I hope you've all been enjoying your classes, specifically the majors that you've all chosen. If you have not yet attended a class regarding it, please reach out to your professor. However, there are a few issues that need to be discussed. And while after having an assembly so recently, I was hoping to not have to do another so soon, there have been a lot of concerning things and issues in general that have been brought to my attention. The main one being the points. Now, I do not know if you have all looked, but the past week or so, the points on the board have not been updated. That is to do with the fact that it seems as if you were all putting effort into the world rather than classes. Now, I do not want to punish anyone for traveling or exploring the realm, the world, doing as much as they can to gain those extra points for their court. However, when we have some courts getting up to 265 points, as well as other courts getting around 185 points, just based on the advancements alone, that is where something has to be done about it. I should also note, a lot of people, not just one court in particular, but a lot of courts have been having issues with hoarding the information that they're getting from exploring. From here on out, if you do that, if there is an abundance of letters given to me with what you have done, all at once, you will not be getting points for it. If you're using it as a failsafe, if you're worried that there's going to be another major point redemption, and this is your failsafe on how to prevent your court being in last place. While I do appreciate the, I suppose, thought process and wanting to guarantee the safety of your court, that is not what this school is about. All of you have been spending a lot more time exploring and taking time not going to classes because you can explore and get so many points this way. That will be changing. Starting now, from this week, every single achievement that you have gotten is going to be changed based on the point value.
Huh.
So let's say for getting Netherite Diamond, you would have gotten 20 points. That will now be decreased by a significant amount. Meaning, how your points currently stand is not how they will look as after I'm finished going through everything. While, yes, this does count as a point reduction, to me it did not seem fair to leave the points how they were and then have people who have not yet explored that part of the realm or done that certain activity if they are to get a lesser amount. While I'm sure it's rather disheartening for some, there will be new adjustments based on how you will get points in classes. If you have started a club, you'll be getting points for that. If you hold a event that has to do with every court, you'll be getting points for that. If you are a part of the tutoring club, you'll be getting points for that. If you are a teaching assistant or you help out in class, you will be getting points for that. You will no longer be getting points for gifts given to teachers unless they are of a high value, and even then it has a very low maximum value. Nor can professors just simply ask a student to do something for them and they get points based on that. You are here to learn and you are here to get the crown. It is completely unfair and something that I do not want.
What blight is that?
To have someone win the crown because they explored more than someone else. That is not how this is going to go. And on the same topic of those points, I'm sure you are all aware of all of the instances that have been happening around the school. There has been break-ins, there has been attempts on people's lives, there has been continuous targeted harassment based on a certain court. There's been the graffitis,
Rob Cinderloon of 800
the
points.
pretty much borderline, I suppose, racism or discrimination based on people's origins. And while I understand that you all grew up with these rumors, and some of you may find it a bit more difficult to, I suppose, separate yourself from that now that you are getting to know these people, especially considering this is a very competitive environment if you are a head heir. However, all of the professors and myself have come to the conclusion that we cannot simply continue letting it happen without consequences.
Please.
I'm sure you all remember the incredible punishment that was given at the start of the school year. That will be happening again. However, instead of putting people on the spot and making them stand up and admit what they had done wrong, you will all have 2 weeks to either have someone in your court or yourself come to myself, Professor Charybdin, Professor Castiel, or Professor Saren about what they have done. If someone is to come forward on it from your court, there will be a lesser punishment given based on that. There will still be a point reduction, it will not be as severe. And the punishment will also not be as severe. However,
You're joking.
if people are not going to come forward and say it, at the end of this week, there will be a point reduction given. And at the end of next week, there will be a much larger point reduction given.
You're actually kidding.
While I understand that some of you may think that this is a pointless way of doing it, someone here, whether it be someone in this room right now or a student who is currently unavailable, is breaking the law. Not just the school rules, it is the actual law. When it comes to a point where a student's life is directly being threatened, when the dormitories are no longer a safe place for students to be because someone else is unhappy with them, some form of punishment has to be given. And while I do not fancy throwing a student in the dungeon,
law, then they need to be actually handled as such.
this will be the better alternative. If you think your court is 100% innocent and that they could have done nothing wrong, I would like to remind you that I know every single one of you have someone in your court that has broken the school rules. It does not matter if it was a small infraction. If they come forward and they say something, your court doesn't lose out as much as they would. I will, however, say some courts, based on what has happened specifically to them, will be getting a lesser point reduction based on one thing specifically, as it seems unfair to punish them for something that I know for 100% fact that they did not have a part in. I'm sure none of you will be happy about this. I do not expect all of you to be jumping in joy about losing the points that you have all worked very hard for. But at some point, you are going to be ruling. The head heirs of your court are going to be ruling. How the people of your court act really shows how trustworthy that you can be with the crown. Just because you are an heir, just because you are in a position of power, does not mean you have that ability to get away with things. It does not mean that you can protect people who have broken the law. That is reckless thinking, and it is most certainly something that is not going to win you the crown. You will not be rewarded here because you are an heir. You will not be rewarded here because you are a noble, and outside of the academy, your family has big pull and something's irrelevant here. If you mess up in the school, if you do not attend the classes, if you do not do extracurriculars, if you don't set up things that really you should be doing in general to help build better bonds with every court, you are not going to get anywhere. While you are here to win, we're also here to make connections. If you do not have good standing with the next future ruler, it's not really a good look for your court as well, back at home. However, as all is said, you will have until the end of the week to either find someone in your court or tell someone, or tell me, or Professor Castiel, or Professor Saren Charybdon about what they have done. The point reductions will not be as small this time. Everyone understand?
There's nothing to understand besides idiocy.
That will be all then. You were all dismissed.
At least a logical flaw.
Headmaster, could I say something about your previous point?
Or unless we're not dismissed.
Apologies, Rose.
There have been no classes for weeks now. Even so, after the break, there've only been, what, 2? We've only been able to get points by exploring.
Again, as
Why
I
are
said,
you
there's
eyeing
other
me?
ways to get those points.
None have been told until recently.
I believe we had a conversation prior to this assembly about how I was giving people points for the tutoring club. Hence why I asked for a list of everyone involved in it.
That is still only a recent matter.
Of course it's a recent matter. This has been a recent thing that we have decided on.
Indeed, but the point you were making is that we are not using the classes to gain points, and so it's
This
not
is
an
a
accurate
stupid hill to die
representation.
on, but that's
We
Dean's
should not be judged on
specialty.
that based on the fact that there have been no classes.
The classes are only a thing that's been happening recently. Such as the break has, again, just ended, and I will say I'm guilty of it myself. I have not been scheduling my classes as well. I've been a bit busy with some other things, and that is my fault. But prior to the break, where the classes were more frequent,
If I may speak, Headmaster?
Mhm.
We are simply announcing an adjustment we are making in order to also make it so gaining points from classes becomes the core way of earning points. We are not upset at you for doing things this way. We are simply informing you of the change that will require you to do things differently.
thank you, Donald. I think if it was a matter of us bringing it on to you, with absolutely no warning whatsoever, then yes, I would say you were warranted in being upset. And even still, you are allowed to be upset with this change. However,
Good luck
this
with
is something that is
alarm.
going into practice from now on. You will have plenty of opportunities to gain points in classes, and I have spoken with the professors to ensure that. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to say? Right, well, if that is all, then you are all dismissed.
Baffling. Oof. So after it worked so well last time, we're doing it again. That's certainly a way. Sure. No, after, you know, you set the ground rules that, yes, we're going to penalize all courts. Okay, sure. We're going to penalize all courts for the rule breaks of a very select few. I proved to you that my court is actually on the straight and narrow. I explicitly show you. Mateus in the library, that all gets exposed. I contact virtually every member of my court to make sure that they're actually following the rules outlined. Surely it didn't get that good of results to do it again. Especially that you need to do it again. That should show well enough that, no, obviously it didn't work the first time, why try it again? I hope that the exploration points are at least docked. That way, at minimum, perhaps the courts in the lead would be thrown behind, I suppose. Because otherwise, it's a simple slap on the hand for them. That is growing. Okay. It's a mere slap on the hand for the most of them. And the ones that actually do need the adjustment have nothing. I don't understand. I don't get it. What at all point is being made here? Okay. Really makes me actually question why I am putting in the work I am here. Because if it's just going to be biased, if it's just going to be... I don't know. Is this how everyone else here feels? Is this how the court feels? Having the... I'm not sure how to phrase it, but... the learning experience that your leadership is not at all what you thought it was. In my case, I would hope personable. In the headmaster's case, and in Thorn's case, bafflingly, truly, excruciatingly short-sighted. Would lazy be a word? We can't bother investigating the threats and the break-ins and this and that. I don't know my own class schedules. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is who our ultimate leadership is. Maybe that's the point. No, right. Yeah, yes, maybe that is the actual point. Sure. Getting someone as foolish, reckless, and short-sighted to take the throne. And you only get that way, or you only get to the top of the leaderboard by behaving like that. Because evidently, acting with respect, acting with truth and honesty, the actual values that should uphold a court, put you at the bottom of the leaderboard where your incidents are ignored. And supposedly, we're the court that Thorn wants to win. Wow. Here I am, building a blighted mansion to try and win us over points when, you know, no, truthfully, maybe I should just be putting raccoons in dorms. Because what have they done? They're planning whatever... Where is it? Is it this one? Yes, they're planning a Lunar New Year feast. What else have they done to actually prove that they're good leaders? Evidently not whatever Cinder's doing, but Cinder is selected to be here as the best of the best. That is what Thorn specified, was it not? It was deliberately stated that this is the pool we have to pick from. These people should not be behaving like this, like insolent children. I think I've had my outbursts here. I've been stressed out of my wazoo trying to figure out what I'm doing without, you know, of course, someone feeding it to me in all retrospect and hindsight, but I don't think I'm that bad. I'm not leaving raccoons in dorms and breaking however many different law books or rule books or whatever Everthorne wants to declare itself as. How? How are we taking the bottom and they're at the top? Truly inane. Okay. Nothing seemingly, no. Can double check if I have mail. I did mail Celica. I think 3 times, actually. Once to request the enchantments that she wanted to know from me. Once for things that I would like her to potentially take on as advisor? Or acting advisor, I suppose. And then a third for a task that I forgot in the initial mailing. And I have no returns yet. Sure. Okay. Think, Ezra. What now? I don't believe any of my actual court is, at least not anywhere near Everthorne at the moment. I think some are still home. And otherwise, the assembly was just me and Celica, which I'm sure looked great. Actually, I am curious to check points, because I don't think I gave it much of a look. And if they've been updated, then, well, it needs to be certainly inspected. I don't think any of this has changed. That is right. There's all this dirt. Perhaps I should check the kingdom building area and see if actually any of the materials I need are there. Because so far, I need a lot of resources that I feel like normally I would just not have my hands anywhere near. And yet, here, I'm all too involved, which I suppose is part of a good thing. Hello. But, I know I requested Celica look at this. But I can't say I'm not curious myself again. So yes, greetings. My name is Finstrife. I may not know most of you or any of you. TBH. Yes, I remember. What is TBH? But, no, I don't like that. This is to try and help with that. I'm offering my skills to you all. No job is too small or too big for that matter. If you need an extra hand, someone to chat with, or even want to know more about me, feel free to message me at any time. Depending on the job, also depends on the cash. Sorry, guys, gotta make a living somehow. See you later. Oh, he is the sea monster, huh? Huh. It's not the worst they do. Why is... Okay. Sure. Perhaps I should miss of him. I almost wish to wait until Celica is around. You need to look into this. Should you need tutoring for a specific class, please put your name down in time should there be a time frame of availability. If you wish for one-on-one tutoring, meaning not a part of a possible group, you will need to contact the tutor listed in order to see if you are able to plan that. This also applies for if you need any time outside of the listed availability, though there will be no guarantee as this would be more of their own personal time. If there is a specific place you are wishing to be tutored, please list it. The tutor will be the one with the final say. However, preference will be taken into account. The handsome Leonidas tutors. Leonidas. Fascinating. I shouldn't need it, but I do. Uh-huh. What classes am I taking? No. Where did I... Oh, yeah, Royal Code Horse. Which... Did I just see... I swear I saw a bat. I'm not crazy. Who was that? Where did they go? Huh. I guess maybe I am crazy. Cool. So let's see. Royal Code, Veswin, perfect. Equestrian, Ridley or Silas? Yes, all of these have passed. These have definitely passed. And are completely just not even in here. Oh, great. Okay, so this is entirely outdated. Wonderful. That's not a bat, that's a gigantic owl creature. You know, that does make sense. Huh. Oh boy. Good evening. I'm actually a little shocked. He was staring at me throughout the entire assembly, so I honestly didn't think I was in his good graces. Color me surprised. Okay. You know, Phelan asked me to discuss with all of the professors regarding just if I could do tutoring, but he's the only professor I have to worry about, no? No, there is Charybdin. Yes, I'm foolish. Great. Community events will now be rewarded. Yeah. Only now is ridiculous. I don't... It's ridiculous. I put all the... I don't get it. I don't get it. I will never understand it. The amount of effort that had to go into the court solstice just for Phelan to just completely blow it off. And after we just hosted quick courting, what was that, yesterday, the day before? Only now. Right, points. I'm going to put a head through the wall, and there's only like a 50-50 shot it's going to be mine. Because, of course, let's keep rewarding bad behavior. Honestly, I don't know what you guys are doing, but keep it up, I guess. It might be mine. Okay. Okay. Need to make sure quick courting was cleaned up. Because if not, then that reflects on my court. Of course, that would come back on me. Huh. It's actually kind of humorous that that's sat there for like 2 months. What's this? Huh. Sure. What's the outside look like? Yeah. I feel like everyone leaves things a mess, and again, we're the only ones that actually, I don't know, tidy up. Give me that. Thank you. The only ones that actually tidy up after ourselves, and yet we're somehow still getting punished. And we're going to be continuously punished because everyone else can't contain themselves. It's ridiculous. The one incident that I will honestly probably get bit for. One incident that's going to catch me flack is Mateus and Aqua. Because Mateus is Mateus. I don't know what or really who Aqua is. It's only coming to serve as a hindrance. I feel like there was the incident with the library. That was bad enough. I think I got points for us for that. I don't know if anything ever actually happened to Cerulean, but... And then otherwise, now... Whatever happened between Mateus and Aqua happened. And I feel like Aqua might yap about that in the given future. Umbrellas. Not my thing. That's a workshop. Just don't get it. I don't... Yet again, we're being punished when we have done nothing. One minor infraction. The first time it was on the fault of Aqua, I would believe. I'd think that that is the other court's fault. And now here, yes, my court is at fault, but I don't believe that this isn't even the incident that the headmaster is trying to crack down on. This is an interpersonal issue, almost, between two students. And yet, no. Let's let Cinderloon break into whoever's court they want. Whatever threats are happening, but, I don't get it. I just... Ugh. Glad everyone's been scared straight, because I've never seen the pathways or rooms this empty. What, I saw... Moira? However it is. Someone else. And I also ran into Dante, and that was everyone. I haven't seen anyone here. I know Celica was around somewhere, but my mailbox is still empty, so yay. I don't know. Wonderful. I was just on my way there. Sure. Ugh, why'd I sound like Cinder for a second?
Wonderful. I was just on my way there, actually.
Talk about well-timed. That, I believe, is the storage. I should actually be to check up on the progress around here. Once I can actually see it. It's probably quite crucial. Who's to say? There we are. And why? Oh. Okay, better question. How? Best question again. Why? Oh, that's not enough. It's decent. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's hardly anything. That's also not. Oh, hello. It's not all too bad. Yeah, it's actually pretty rough. No, that's okay. Why all this? But. Oh boy. Well, I suppose let's take a peek at whatever's around. Not my worst idea. We have pathways. This is good. This is progress. Build here. No way. Build there. Hello. And what is this? Very dark, very gothic. Does it have an entrance yet? Is this all deep slate? Oh. Oh, whatever it is, it's not done. Very fancy, though. Huh. Impressive work. Give whoever it is that. What are you carrying around? What the blight? This is a trash bin. Hello, dirt. Okay, sure. Sure. Hello? I mean, I guess, but wow. Huh. A lot of natural landscaping I'm noticing. It's not the worst thing, I just... These paths are quite nice. I will give it that. So I believe this would wrap up top to where myself and Rosalind currently are. This goes over to the farm, I believe. Sounds about right. I think I'm correct. Hello, Frosting. If no one else is going to harvest it. I'm in my outdoors coat. Now, one might ask, Ezra, you don't have an outdoor coat. When do you go outdoors? When do you go harvesting crop fields? To you, random citizen that I'm using for sake of example, every coat's an outdoor coat. Now, the same random citizen, for purpose of example, for sake of example, might ask, what does that mean? To you, random citizen that I'm using for sake of example, I answer that once upon a time, perhaps this was my sports coat. Perhaps this was my my finest attire, or one of my finely tailored outfits, you'll notice how the shoulders are perfectly cropped. They lend into the natural angle of my clavicles. Is that what? They're the little neck bones, right? Clavicles? I believe so. Perfectly molded to fit my beautiful form. One may argue that it still is. To you, random citizen, that I'm using for sake of example while I entertain myself harvesting crops, I answer that I am for the people. Yes, truly, you heard me. I am for the people. The people don't have it in them to tend to crop fields. Prince Ezra's pockets are full. But as he was saying, he'll step up to the job. He'll do it when no one else can. That's right. Wish I had like a vote. That would be great. Wish we could vote with points. Like if Cinderloon just gave up and donated us like 300 points, I think I'd be in significantly better spirits. But instead we're protecting criminals. So, what have you? How much wheat can we possibly need? Can we be realistic, perhaps? I don't want to be rude or disrespectful by any means, but what is this all going towards? This cannot be for anything good. This is being used for evil. No one needs this much wheat. No one. Not even the cow farmers back home. No one. This is insane. What are you going to use this for? There's just no actual, like, way you could. I just simply refuse to believe it. And yet here I am, tending to vampire Bloodwyn? Bloodwyn's greatest... Oh boy. Tending to Bloodwyn's greatest farmland, and now soon to talk to Bloodwyn's greatest troublemaker. Oh, the things I can say to myself I cannot say in front of other people, otherwise I will be tried in courts I am not yet aware of. This is just excessive. Even with my backpack stuffed full of wheat and random seeds that I'm probably... I don't know if I'll ever seed the last of. I feel like there's enough seeds in there that they're just going to embed themselves. And it's still not enough. This greedy, greedy, greedy plot of farmland. We'd better be feeding an army. And by that I mean like army of horses, because... What else are you going to feed with all this? Do we have eggs to match? Can we make cake? This is ridiculous. Give me all of this, please. Is that everything? Sure isn't. There. Oh no. Oh no. You know what this means? Random citizen that I'm bringing back for purpose of example. Do you know what this means? Oh, dear citizen. The fact there is the presence of seeds, but not that of wheat, means the horrors are true. This bonkers amount of wheat does see use. There is an end goal. There is a horse army prepared. Not here, but somewhere. Okay, that's a modest amount of potatoes. And I suppose beetroot. Pushing it! The hell are these? Okay, okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, this is actually cute. I'll give it to you. She is at the community chests, which is where I shall go. There. Okay. My hands are tired. Good evening.
Hello, what an entrance.
Thank you. Why, out of pure curiosity alone, do you know why the wheat farm is so outlandishly large?
Probably because Marjorie really likes to bake cakes.
There is enough wheat there out of a singular harvest to feed, I think, a small army of horses.
Well, this town won't ever go hungry.
Indeed.
Let
Modest
me
amount of
make
carrots, I
us-
will at least give it that.
Definitely. I'm going to make us an open group just in case we run far. How much have you seen around the area?
I've been taking a gander around. I saw, I believe, a chapel over here.
Yes, Celica's been working very diligently on this.
Indeed.
She is one of 5. I believe Mateus has started working on the tunnel. I still have yet to assign more to. Well, I have assigned. They just haven't started yet.
Ah. Who else is assigned what, or what all is done?
So Vespin started on the train tracks, which is on the other side. I believe most of the building is done, but I'm not entirely % sure. The inn is done. That was completed by me. And also, the first estate was completed.
I also saw the paths are in place. Are these all of the paths, or just what we have so far?
What we have so far, I've done most of the city paths. I just have not yet started on the housing district.
I see.
But all bridges and staircases to upper leveler areas, I guess I could say, they've been completed.
Yes, I saw the staircase over that way, and I hadn't gotten a chance to go up it yet.
Go ahead. I can point out anything you want to learn or know about the process.
Sure. Yes, I got sidetracked by the tunnel over to the farm, and then I saw that there was a harvest ready, so I tended to that, and that took infinitely longer than I could have expected.
You're very brave to just go into nothingness.
Yes, but it was just my eyes perhaps deceiving me.
Oh no, I think everyone sees this.
Oh, good. The fog is quite intense.
Very. But yes, this will be going up to a gazebo that looks over the city district, as well as a lot if anyone wishes to use it.
Wonder who left this here.
I wonder indeed.
A mystery. Very nice.
We already have some residents in the inn if you wish to say your hellos.
Sure.
We've actually had 2 births already. So the population is growing.
I almost have half the mind to ask if we are... or how well we're taking care of everyone there, but... I also believe she thinks that's my responsibility, and I don't know if I wish to start that argument just yet. I was going to say I hear the water, I don't see it, but there it is. Hello.
Is it a grand enough staircase for you?
Do you believe so? To update you on that, yes, I do have my blueprint for the Monarch Mansion done.
That is good.
Please?
One day it will. Will it? This is... Okay, there we are. It's going into nothingness. Oh, there it is.
Mushrooms.
And this is where the path stops, because I do not know. I originally, when making it, I cleared only a bit of this, but you might need even more, so you might need to terraform even this area here. So I didn't wish to continue with the path when I did not know how big the place was going to be.
Indeed. Yes, I'll probably have to clear out a bit of land, but I think it should fit.
And then, actually, off this cliffside here is the inn. So we can just
Tally-ho.
jump down. We have guards, librarians, fletchers. I think there is a jeweler in there, but things are coming along nicely.
He's just trying to leave.
Yes. Due to the lower population, and also not everything being super built out with lights, these 3 high doors kind of keep them from not leaving. They're free to roam everywhere else, except for the outside.
They're
Unless I'm
choosing to
around.
roam by me. They are
Well, you
excited,
are
it
their
seems.
prince.
Indeed. It's very nice that you stubbed your toe. Best of luck with that. Gert. Oh.
Oh,
no.
yes, it's made an appearance. I took it out of the attic and I
I was worried where that got moved to, and I'm...
They seem to enjoy it.
I am, yes, hearing a lot of noise. Oh, hello.
He's one of the guards.
He's suddenly suited up. Hello.
Oh, and there's one of the children. How on God's earth do you say your name?
Solbjorg.
Why would they do
Goodbye,
that to her?
Solbjorg. Solbjorg. I think that was a giggle. I think I've got it right.
But yes, this is basically all that's been done. I know that Marjorie has started working on her bakery, but she's also had a bit of an accident, so I don't know if she's going to be able to build for the next couple of weeks.
She said an accident?
Yes. She got burned, and it was a bit worse than she had thought it would be. It's going to take a bit to make sure that they don't scar.
Right. As long as someone is keeping an eye on her, then.
So, actually, if we go upstairs, I think there's a private room that we can use to discuss the responsibilities and
that?
just get everything chalked out. What do I hear? There could be something in there. Some of these walls aren't filled.
I hear...
It's not a secret.
Yes, I thought it might be. I'm hearing just a whole mix of instruments.
Oh. Okay. Does this one not have a seat? I could have sworn that these top ones did. Oh well. We can chat in there. I don't think there's any seating around. Except for, actually, would you like to see my estate?
Sure. That'd be lovely.
I know that there is seating there, so we won't have to worry.
I believe I know which one it is. It's this... Yes, you took us here initially.
Let me fly on over. Please come inside.
Of course. This is
Go
something.
ahead and take a seat.
This is something.
Oh,
Quite
yes,
like the
thank you.
walls.
as do I. They were a bit of a pain, though, grabbing all the materials.
Hope you do.
Also, do not mind Matilda. She's downstairs in her room. You just may hear her groan and moan a few times.
Right. I will sit next to him.
Okay. So, before we continue with anything, I am still under the impression that I'm basically the archetype, handling people with their builds and such as, and you will continue as the monarch?
I believe so, yes.
Perfect. Okay. Then I'm just going to write these down.
If I remember correctly from our discussion, which, correct me if I'm wrong. Do I have the book on me? Hold on. I do. Hello. This only has your letter, and a few of the pages run long, but... So, you... wanted to delegate the building process, yes, and... have me be the monarch, correct. And yes, I believe that the priorities or needs just need to be outlined.
Yes. Let me just make sure that I am spelling this correctly, because I will be giving you a copy. Okay. So, how do we want to go about this? You just want to hear what I am comfortable with taking over, and we can proceed from there? Or do you want to tell me what your thoughts are first?
I suppose I've been a bit hands-off here, focusing on mainly laying out the plans for the Monarch House, which has been quite daunting. I'm not usually the architect, or the... what would the word be? The supplier. Having to build a mansion from scratch is a bit outside of my usual expertise, but I think, figured most of it out.
That is good.
But past that, a refresher on whatever the class may need, and whatever I guess you are currently handling.
Okay.
And I will try to fill in the rest.
Let me see if I can remember from the top of my head what... Because I know you weren't there at that class, at the original one where he basically laid out all the task and stuff. Let me see if I... Okay. So, I had it written down. Oh, yes, I have my notes. Oh, thank God. It's always nice to have these. Kingdom building notes. Okay. So, what makes a kingdom? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, it says we need to reach monarch status. The villagers, well, the monarch must be well liked. The villagers must be happy, most of them at least. So I guess we can't have anyone living in squalor. This would include them thinking that taxes are fair and that the ruling monarch / royalty is well liked. The village also has to be profitable tax-wise and resource-wise. We also have to host 2 weddings. Let me see what else. Have your own theme. All homes must be rebuilt and follow a theme.
I think we're following that
that's
already
basically it.
now.
Yes, we are. So, I think, at least my own, I would prefer not dealing with the headmaster when it comes to setting up dates for the kingdom building and things of that nature. I don't mind being a part of it because, you know, I would be helping delegate the task, so I would know most of what is happening. And I don't mind stepping in, but I just don't... I don't want it looked at me immediately. You are the monarch. You have the most responsibility. So I want to make sure that there's like a line of where to go. It goes you first, then it could go me.
Sure, that makes sense to me. I do apologize for being so hands-off here. I wasn't aware, I suppose, everything. You mentioning that you were handling the building process, I thought that that was currently the focus of it, so...
No, it seems the headmaster wishes to tell us exactly what we must and must not have by certain times. He also wants to schedule in trips. And also, I have no idea how the taxes work. Obviously, I am not royalty. So, I don't even know the first thing of what I think would be fair. And, well, since you are our prince, I think that should be a matter that goes to you.
Sure. Can't say I get taxes all too much either. That is a matter that I usually would, I guess, sign off on if it's an issue, but normally that's not something that befalls me. I have people for that. My people have people for that.
Let me write down my responsibilities of upkeeping the build process and delegating tasks.
Do you know anyone wishing to get married?
Not currently. But there is something that we could go the matchmaking route if we so wish. As soon as the chapel
You have
is
done
we
the
can...
court. Oh, what was it? I mentioned it earlier.
Quick courting.
Quick courting, yes.
Mm-hmm. Which I think I might do again. It was such a shame not many women joined.
Yes, indeed.
I did see your book.
I had to pair Mateus with, I believe, Paxton, because there was just not many options there. But I think they
quite a shame.
Going to get along swimmingly.
I think so.
Perhaps their wedding will be the first hosted.
We'll see what Mateus thinks of that.
Mateus seemed receptive. I asked him what he would look for in a partner, and he described Almost to a T, Paxton.
Oh, really?
Truly.
Well then,
I'm hoping
perhaps
things
I
work out for
also
them.
need to get my hands in there. I do wish that Mateus would find someone, at least someone to keep him busy with.
Fortunately, I think he has at times, and it's gotten him into trouble.
Upkeep the theme. Is there anything else that you would like to add towards my responsibilities? So far, I just have what we've talked about, the upkeeping the build process and delegating building tasks at the court. Also, upkeeping the theme, which is one of the rules that the headmaster said. From what I said, I don't mind helping with the wedding, but I also don't want to take that away from you because that sounds very fun.
Right. Do you think they would appreciate a surprise wedding?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Isn't there a name for that? They do it very quickly because one has.
Well, no, I think they know about the wedding in that scenario. I'm thinking a blind wedding, like a blind date scenario, but
Oh, okay.
just quick tracked.
Oh, love is blind. That's cute.
They've both described their type as the other, so I think it would go swimmingly. No. Are you still planning to attend the classes?
Yes, I can do that.
Very well. You don't need to arrange any meetings or anything, but just letting me know whatever goes on within the classes would be perfect.
So take notes for you. Yes, I can do that.
Indeed. And how much of a hand have you had in gathering materials?
I've done a bit. Celica has also done a fantastic job. Most of everyone who started building here has kind of contributed to the community supplies. That's something that I really want to talk to the court about, or if you have a chance to kind of spread it and be, use your power to say, hey, start helping with the community chest. We need more materials.
Once I finish with the mansion, it is taking up the bulk of my material at the moment. I believe I have a full double chest of just... Well, not yet, but I'm hoping to have a full double chest of stripped dark oak logs. Almost a full double chest worth of some form of, I think, blackstone bricks. It's proved to be quite an undertaking, but I can try to keep that pace up and donate some to the cause. Right. Okay. That is to say, if you have any spare time just to collect extra materials, that would be wonderful. That might also help people get
Stop
aboard,
building,
I
yes.
suppose. Yes,
Yeah.
if they don't have to sink as much time as selfish on their behalf as that might be, it might
Yes, I
kickstart
don't
things
mind.
if they have
There is a way I can also gather materials. Are you alright with me employing someone from a different court to gather things?
You've seen the same flyer that I have, then?
Yes, the man for hire.
I have a mailing to Celica actually asking that we meet with him. So,
Perfect.
I believe my plan at the moment was to have him collecting, he said the biggest things that I need are the stripped dark oak logs, the blackstone, I believe, and the netherrack? Maybe? My memory fails me off the top of my head. It's all organized in a array of things. If there's any other resources you'd like me to toss on there, then let me know.
Will do.
I'll also potentially just mail you an
think we should be
updated list of what I've currently been collecting.
That would be fantastic. Then, if I am remembering correctly from all of the rules and stipulations, actually, so is it yes? Do you want to handle the weddings, or do you want me to handle the weddings?
I believe I can handle a wedding or two.
Perfect.
I don't know if I've actually hosted one myself before, but I know I've been to plenty. I would think I know what makes a good wedding.
Perfect. Then I think we have everything that was asked of us as a whole for the court divvied up to different responsibilities. Let me, if you don't mind, just looking that over, making sure that that looks good.
Sure. Handling things with the headmaster, schedule trips, yes. Does the taxes and makes sure villagers are well taken care of, yes. We'll do the weddings. Yep. Archetype responsibilities, upkeeping the build process and delegating building tasks to the court. This includes gathering supplies. Nice. Upkeep the theme, attend to all kingdom building classes, take notes. Looks perfect.
All right, I will give you a copy then.
If it helps as well, I have a few events in mind that I wish to host, at least at the Monarch Mansion.
Oh, tell
If
me
it
more.
would help you to perhaps incentivize people to build.
Mm-hmm.
You can offer that some of these events may only be offered to those that have contributed significantly to the kingdom building. I don't think we set
I would
any
be-
arbitrary or definitive number, but if we know they've put in the work, then they can actually get an invite. I'm hoping to have... How do I put it? It has been phrased to me before that sometimes, most times actually, a lot of events are work. I don't know if you have quite the same responsibility or feeling on your shoulders, but things like the quick courting are more outreach for me than they are relaxation and fun social, if that makes sense. It's an appearance. And so, higher royalty may often appreciate, for lack of more mature term, play.
Yes.
That's why I tried to focus on the charades for the court solstice, or the ice boating being an option. Places they can hopefully truly let loose or have an excuse to play something else. I have a few ideas for both the Monarch Mansion and perhaps just other places around the kingdom building that are hopefully much more of an opportunity to let loose than have to make an appearance or uphold your appearance. Just excuses to, I suppose, actually let loose, if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
Perfect. So if that's any incentive that you can give people to try and get them building, I already, again, in that mailing to Celica, I'm having her reach out and try and check in on people, see where they're at on the kingdom building if I don't see them first. But
Amazing.
if it
Yeah.
incentivizes things, they'll miss out on all the fun if they don't help.
And if you need any help with gathering things for events, I don't mind being able to help build with certain things.
Sure.
Especially if it's for... Oh,
I
do you
forgot
think we'll do the
potatoes.
Rose Festival?
Perhaps. I do want us to hopefully pull ahead on things here. I want to be the first court that has a, I guess the word would be functional area. Perhaps not even insides. They can be closed doors if we have streets and one building to house people. Does that make sense? If we can lay things out well enough that it looks like we are far ahead, it's a mental game and perhaps others will fall behind.
So ghost house a bit.
Perhaps. I think it could be at least a method. I mean, we have the bare minimum. The villagers have somewhere to stay. We have pathing. We're ahead on that front.
I think we could do that, especially if you do plan to host a Rose Festival. It could be something that we could host here, and we can show all the courts and show them how far along we are.
Indeed. If we're wishing to do the Rose Festival, we would have to, I suppose, kick into gear soon here, but...
Well,
Yeah.
you have a builder at your service, so I am more than willing to do anything. It is one of my
Right.
favorite time of years. Not just because my name is Rose.
I'll give you that. Hadn't even thought of it, I'll be honest. Right. No, if we can get a functional walk around by perhaps, I'd prefer earlier in April, if that's at all realistic, even with the ghost houses, or if we have to limit off to a certain area. I think that would align well for the Rose Festival, if that's not too far late. And also my own birthday, if we wish to have a celebration here. Perhaps align.
I think that could be good, especially if we give the people of the court incentives. I
Indeed.
think we might actually have a good working city here soon.
I'm hoping that the Monarch House should be done within the next... You know, I actually don't want to give an estimate, as I'm, again, quite new to it. I feel like I'm on a roll, but I feel like I'm going to fall behind extremely quickly. But hopefully within the next few weeks. The sooner the better, because if they can see that I'm pulling my weight even, and hopefully it's grand enough to inspire some creativity or some workload. There we go. Or potentially if I... Apologies, I'm thinking out loud, but I might
Go ahead.
bring people along for the construction or gathering for it. That way perhaps it'll give them enough of a running start alongside me to branch off onto their own.
Well, we love to see leading by example.
Indeed. Is there anything else kingdom building wise you wish to discuss?
Not really. I think I'm going to get started on some of the city builds, and if we do end up having some place for the Rose Festival, I would think probably where the community chests are would be a good area, because that is going to be where the town hall is. So I think that's probably my next project.
Perfect. Before you do get to work, I am itching to have a look around here if you don't mind.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Well, you know the place. I would love a guided tour if you don't
Okay,
mind.
well,
I don't want to go
living
stumbling
room.
into anywhere I shouldn't. I love this staircase, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
This is-
It took a while. It was a bit complicated. This is the dining room with a bit of a kitchen for the staff. Downstairs is the newly built staff's quarters. I haven't done much here, but there's going to be a big kitchen here and staffing rooms. And Matilda is already in her room, so you don't really need to say, "Oh, hi, puppy. I didn't know you were in here. Hi."
Snoozing.
Let me see. I can bring you to the second floor. When
Now
I
you've got
got the
Poppy's
blueprint.
attention.
Oh, do I? Hello, Poppy. That's fine. I need to bring her back to the dorm anyways. Upstairs, please do not mind the photo of Mateus. It was
Hello.
put there by him. Another entertainment room here.
Hello, Loki.
I didn't keep my door open. I always close them.
Well, it seems the cats have made themselves at home.
Definitely. Yes, Poppy, big stretch. This is my magic room. I have about a little nook over there. And then that room over there that has the door open is my bedroom.
Very nice. I like the high ceiling here, too.
Thank you. I was very inspired by our estate back in court.
Take note of these.
Please take as much inspiration as you wish.
Do appreciate how much attention to detail you put into things.
Thank you.
Very well planned. Well, I don't wish to take any more of your time, however. Or
No, it is fine.
the wonderful Mateus on the walls.
Well, thank you for coming by and
Of course.
sitting down with me so we can get through this, because now I have a better picture of exactly what my responsibilities are, and truthfully, I have not felt much of a rush to start building, but now that we've had this conversation, I can feel it coming back to me. So, thank
Wonderful. Yes, I do very much look forward to having... What would it be? Events here, overall.
you. Agreed. I think it is a shame not to be able to host any events here. It's a very beautiful area.
Indeed.
So, well picked. At first, I thought that you might have been a bit crazy to pick something that was so uneven, but it has turned out to be quite a challenge, and I'm very proud of it.
We have I suppose the word would be contractor back home that has done some work on just everything around, truly. And I've had the privilege of talking to him a few times. And he gave me the lesson that it is very much about levels and your sightlines. How you can frame things is best word. No, the better word for him would be architect, I suppose, but he keeps himself around. And so his metric was always just the sightlines whenever he was redoing any rooms. I believe he redid my room at a point. The goal to make it beautiful is to give people places to look and notice that it's beautiful. You can have a plethora of just gorgeous looking places, but if there's nowhere to truly stop and admire it, it gets lost. He planted a tree in the garden right outside one of our gates, and it's a place that... Hello.
Hello? Oh, it's probably because it's mud.
And
Weird.
just, for example, right here, if we have a tree around here overhanging the path, and then you have that post there, the tree and the post create the perfect frame to appreciate whatever that building is up there, matched with the bridge, the beautiful natural scenery, the chapel, everything. It gives you a point. Or here, for example, another tree. Just
Agreed.
ways to frame it. We could, of course, put
You know a lot more about building than you let on, Prince.
Truly. Huh. No, like I said, I've had the gift of talking to him a few times, and tried to learn what I can. I didn't actually expect to ever have my hands so closely knit with it.
Would you like to see Veswin's train station as well as Marjorie's bakery?
Sure. I do need to missive Mateus back. I keep forgetting to.
Oh, go ahead. That'll give the universe a moment to load.
Right. How much of the natural scenery do you plan to keep around?
I'm planning to keep all of these trees, hopefully. I hope no one really destroys them. I put them down specifically.
I see.
I am all for everyone making even more. Wow, that's red.
Oh, yes, indeed. And pink.
I do like the outside. It does go with the theming.
Bakery Marjorie. It's even got a fancy name.
This is very nice inside.
Indeed. Open concept floor plan.
I do like how the outside is keeping with the theme, while the inside is definitely very Marjorie.
Yes. Hopefully everyone gets to have a bit of fun with it, truly.
And this is the train station. Once it completely shows itself.
Look at that.
I haven't really
just
seen it
building
much myself. It's a lot
machinations over here.
bigger than I thought it would be.
Look forward to seeing how the inside comes along. This is very nice, though.
I would love to see chandeliers or something on the top.
Ooh. Like the way you think.
And then at some point, there will be a train here.
At some point, indeed.
I
You're
don't
just
know
going
who's going to make
to-
the train. Probably Veswin. I think she's the only vampire taking engineering.
It does sound correct.
I think Celica still might be taking it. I think it's just those two.
I'll have to check in. Are we just building this out of stone?
I have no idea.
Ah.
If it is, I don't mind it. It's probably, especially with it being a train track to the school,
Right.
it's going to be one of the most easier materials to grab than deep slate. I hate deep slate.
As do I. I'm dreading it.
That's what I hired Finn for. I didn't want to. I didn't know. I did so much mining for deep slate that I couldn't do any more.
I almost feel
He's going
bad.
to
I'm
have
about
an
to ask him the
aneurysm.
same.
Oh well, he'll do it for a hefty price.
How much did you have to pay?
I think I got about 20 stacks for 10 emerald blocks, so not that hefty.
I might have to issue an apology to the Crown Duchess.
Oh?
Well, I believe I need a lot more than 20 sacks. And I know that I've got enough to pay for it.
Well, I don't think it will mind. But I am going to be heading back to the dorm.
Yes,
Are you going to be staying here?
Have to go the same direction Mateus wished to meet.
Then I'm going to show you how this works.
Oh.
In this barrel, there is earth ichor and a waystone to the dorm. In the future, and this is also set up at the dorm as well, you just throw this out, throw the waystone as well, and come into the purple. Now it's going to teleport us. In a moment.
I'm sure. Oh, hello.
And there we are.
Huh.
Yes, unfortunately, you cannot collect the waystone. It's still going to be there at the other side, but they are not that difficult to craft.
I'm bewildered. Huh.
I have a lot more tricks up my sleeve, Prince, than just this.
I will doubt you much less in the future. Honestly, I thought I was going to be standing there. There's some other magics I've seen happen in this dorm that I'm hoping are unrelated to anything that they might have caused. Actually, if you
What
have
other
a
magics have you seen? Yes.
let's see if it's still there. One moment. So, a certain member of the court one night set something on a wall outside of my room, and then about a week later asked me if I was experiencing any side effects, to which, maybe? I moved it into here.
This urn.
Yes, but it's been emptied. There was a ring of candles inside of it, and then a bottle of blood.
Huh.
And that was placed on the wall right out here. It was right there. I don't know if it did anything.
Oh.
My bed is on the other side of this wall here, so
It could have been a vessel of some sort. I know that spirits can come sometimes attach themselves to things that maybe it was something important to them in their lifetime, or maybe just something meaningful of that sort. So it could possibly be something that happened.
Interesting. Yes, I saw them setting it up. There wasn't an urn there prior, if I remember correctly, but they came by and they put a bunch of candles in there and the blood.
Interesting. Well, that's not
Indeed.
great that it's now above my bed.
Well, I mean, if it helps, it's been emptied, I think.
The candles are still there with a piece of corruption. So,
I can't remember exactly, but I think the blood might have been replaced by this corruption.
or it was put in there.
I don't know. I really don't. This magic is one of the few areas where I can fully admit it is entirely above me. We normally have a sage handling things like that, so I have learned it is best to leave it up to them.
Yeah, the way of magics can be quite difficult for those who may not understand it or may not have the feeling. It's very weird
Right.
to describe.
Well, I trust that I'm in good hands as I've just been teleported.
Well, unfortunately, I need to go and speak to Professor Cribden, so
Best of luck.
it's very nice talking to you, my prince.
Likewise. Take care.
You as well.
I know these have been an issue. Yes. Hello. I've been trying to stay on top of them and empty them out where I can. I don't know if they get clogged up at all, but I'm trying to do my part. That's right. I am for the people. However, I don't know where to put this, and I was going to ask her where to put this, but she didn't have any interest sticking around, so now I'm here. Hello. What do I do with all this? We outright do not have the space for it. Suppose I can make more bone blocks. So that's the most of what I've found I can do. Crush the bones down, make a bone block. And that's some way of storing what we've made. Or storing what we've farmed, I guess. But even that's not enough. We still have more bones. Like, what do we do with all this? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Bone blocks it is. I saw Celica downstairs. Should I issue her up to me? Suppose what's the harm? That. There. And I can't do math. There we go. And more. And more. Because what are we ever going to use any of this for? That is the question that I just have to raise. Why do we need this many bones? What are we collecting them for? What are we collecting all the goop for? It's a question beyond me as well. Now these, I will just take. That's allowance. An ever-growing allowance. And I also will need to pay Finn. But what else am I doing with all this? I guess we can do that. Maybe. That gives us some extra storage. For what? I don't know. Blaze rods it is. Is it a little out of sequence? Yes. Is it kind of what we have to do here to actually store everything properly? Also, yes. See, the more I'm on top of things, the more it's like racking my brain. Because what on earth are we doing with all this? Why do we have all of this? Why do we need all of this? What are you doing to require however many demon, snake, tongue, whatever? This is crazy. Normal people do not collect these items. And here I am, having to hold on to all these items. Condense that in, do that. Shove that in there, I guess. No. See, this is the issue. Can I move this up there? Nope, that doesn't evenly fit. And I guess we can just have, like... Perfect. It's in an orderly row. And I still have 38 demon horns, because, you know, that is what I was looking to hold on to today. What do we do with all this? Oh, man, now I have it. I don't want to trash it, because it's got to be good for something. Princess Ra, I have an idea. The good news, the candles are no longer in there. The bad news, something worse is replacing it. If she's right about it being a vessel, maybe this will expel it. If this is the infamous ghost, surely it can't handle whatever it is that's going on here. Do I know how this gunk works? No! Does it look nasty and therefore probably is? Well, I sure reckon. Yeah, that'll do the job. Let me just do a little bit of that. There. It's probably fine. I really hope I wake up and have a dorm tomorrow. Okay. Alley-oop. I still have this thing on me. I don't need this on me. I don't know what that is. I know what it is. It's a wand thing. And we'll just toss it right in there. Right there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And back down we go. Why did I do that voice? What's wrong with you, Ezra? A lot. Okay, where are they? She is still there. Has she mailed me back? She has not mailed me back. She is, however, writing. Good evening.
Your Highness. Good evening.
Did you receive my, I believe, multiple mailings?
I did indeed. I am happy to inform you that I have gotten to quite a few of them already.
Wonderful.
I've managed to restock all of the books and quills in each deposit. So we have those available to us now.
Would you like to have this conversation at any other seat?
Indeed.
I don't know how you were sitting here writing.
I was in the old blood for a moment.
Ah.
I also reached out to Lord Strife to ask him about his rates for the muscle for hire. And for Deep Slate and Blackstone, he would request around 5 or 10 emeralds per stack. So it would entirely depend on how much you require.
What is the math there? Right, so 10 emeralds per stack?
Yes, 10 emeralds per stack of items.
So for 20 stacks, that would be 200 emeralds. How many blocks is that? 200... Somewhere over... Huh. Rosalind got a good rate.
I see. Well, I believe his exact wording would be 5 or 10.
Hmm.
So I believe that he's giving us a range there. So I suppose there is room for negotiation.
Very well. Could put us on good terms. I've got actually a decent amount to spare, so
Indeed. We also have the Vindicator farm, so if we are in need to pay it back, then we certainly have the funds to do so. At least we will
right.
in the coming days.
In relation to the books, I provided you I believe a 32 emerald blocks. Was that enough to cover it?
Indeed.
Perfect.
I
And I
got
believe
just
I
enough, and
mentioned
we
that.
still have 20 to spare.
Very well. As I mentioned, I believe I mentioned it was a rushed letter after the fact, but that is both for that and for yourself.
I see. I'm not in need of any emeralds at the moment, but I will keep it on hand just in case.
Of course.
I do believe that I can use it to get the enchantments that you require. In any such case, I do believe I have some of these already, such as Efficiency 5. However, there is one that I have a question on.
Go ahead.
It says for a helmet you may need better underwater breath capacity. Your Highness, you are aware that we can breathe underwater. In fact, we hardly breathe at all.
Last time that I trust a book of any sort on magic. Very true. You know, the books we have back here.
Indeed.
Got my hands on one that was somewhere along the line of attunements or enchantments. I'll have to actually place it again, but I was reading through that and there was a section on what is best to have. And it mentioned that.
I see.
And I honestly hadn't considered it. Don't worry about that one then.
I see. Perhaps it was more geared towards regular humans than for our kind.
Yes.
I also believe we should possibly get you a tutor for spelling, considering that there are 2 N's in enchantment. Read the title.
Thank you. I've been running. There's no excuse, yes. You should read some of the books I receive. I know I'm at least not the worst.
Of course not, Your Highness. Regardless, I do believe tutoring for other subjects may be a good thing to put in place for you.
Indeed. It is something I want to look into once Veswin is around, or need to get in contact with Lady Ridley for equestrian.
Of course. There's also Lord Silas if she is unavailable. However, I'm not sure what your relationship to him would be.
Nor am I believe, as I've mentioned before, we are on good terms with Somera, so if I can keep that up, that is ideal.
I see. I will say, while I do trust in your judgment, I will reinstate the warning that I provided you last time. However, it seems Lady Lafayette is less of a threat than I imagined, seeing as she believes I'm, as she put it, pitiful. But perhaps that's better. It's better that they underestimate us. In any case, I will be sure to provide you with the enchantments that you are in need of. I also only had the chance to speak with Lady Violet, but she is going to be visiting Kingdom Building later today, and we'll be discussing with Lady Rosalind what she is in need for builds.
Perfect. I have a meeting
Of
with
course.
Matthias, so I can check in with him there. As for yourself, I saw the chapel.
Indeed. The chapel is going to be my main project. However, I am also planning on making a potion making setup not too far away.
It's coming along very nicely. Good work.
Thank you. I have been putting a great deal of effort into it.
It shows.
Thank you. Another point I would like to address with you is I understand that the raccoons are meant to be evidence. However, is it possible that we could move them to a different location? At the very least, I would like a time frame, considering that others have complained that the old blood has been less than kind to them in the dorm room.
It's a difficult matter, unfortunately. It's pending activity from both the demons and the headmaster.
I see.
Until the situation is resolved, I don't want them touched, which is, again, unfortunate. I would also like them gone. I would like the peace of mind, but
Of course. However, I will also report that for the occasion that we do wish to move them, if we wish to avoid any complaints from the gifter, we have prepared a sanctuary for them so that they will have a place to roam more free than they do currently.
noted.
Of course. Just say the word and we will be able to move them.
I am due to meet with Matthias, and after I do so is Finn. Did you have that discussion recently?
Indeed. Our discussion was perhaps 20 minutes ago.
I see. We can perhaps re-meet then, once I am finished discussing with Matthias.
Of course.
And
Should
figure
I
out
reach
things with
out to him?
Not just yet, just in case. I don't know how long Matthias intends to keep me.
Of course. Do let me know then.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course.
God, I hate those things. Hello? Are you ready to eat? Now ain't that a thinker?
Hello?
Hello.
Did you ring the bell? That's not my bell.
Whose bell is that?
I don't think anyone else has a bell except for me.
What was that?
I don't know.
Do you know where
It was
Matthias
very
is?
close. Matthias went to sleep.
Huh. Well, so much for meeting him.
Did you see this move?
I heard a bell ring. I just don't know.
Huh.
It sounded like it came from either here or up there.
I'm not aware of anyone else having a bell.
It's a mystery for the ages.
This place is really haunted.
Now, okay. No. It's one of nature's greatest mysteries. That is what we will resolve that under.
Did you see anything up there?
No, I have no idea where this other bell is.
I don't think Vespin has one. I don't think she does. Please.
I was unaware that you even had a doorbell.
Yes, right there.
I
see.
can't believe I'm getting off cleanly with this.
It's not possible that
Shocking.
the alley pressed it.
No, it's on the outside, and Spooks is inside of my room. I don't know where we would have heard this.
Where did that come from?
I don't think there's any other bells here.
I know I don't have a bell.
I did tell you about the phone was playing on its own, correct?
Oh yeah, that was me.
Please
I
don't
see.
look. Please don't look in the urn.
Perhaps the storm is haunted.
Okay.
I heard a door. Just the man I was looking for. Do you know of any other bells in the storm unrelated?
Ooh, where'd you get this?
At the Tinker shop.
They
They
have
have
new
a red one.
umbrellas.
Yes.
Oh.
I did consider it.
Ooh.
Did you ring the doorbell? This one earlier.
No.
Did you? Is this someone? I assume it is.
I believe this is Lady Violet.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh. Hi. If you're saying anything, we cannot hear you. Yes,
No, I
it
did.
was like
No,
that.
it was not me.
But it
I
came
did
from
not- I
that
wanted,
way.
But I did not do
Yeah,
it.
it was sounding in that area.
I was riding down the
I mean-
elevator. I heard Rosalind come out and say hello. So I heard a bell
Because I
before
heard the
that.
bell.
Indeed. And then there was another bell following it.
I've heard the bell ring in the past without anyone being there, so I just don't answer it whenever it rings now.
That defeats the point.
You shouldn't. That's bad luck.
Oh.
Wait, I have bad luck. I opened up the door. I need to go cleanse myself.
Good luck.
I was going to suggest perhaps we should hold some sort of cleansing ritual. I do wonder what made the spirit so angry.
Especially to
They're
our
always
door.
angry.
Mateus, you wish to meet?
Oh, yes.
We can go upstairs unless you have somewhere else you would like to.
Upstairs is fine.
Go on. Toodaloo.
Enjoy your meeting.
Thanks.
I'll make a space for us. So,
Okay.
what did you wish to discuss?
Firstly, I was wondering what we're gonna do with the raccoons down there.
The question of the hour, I've learned. Unfortunately, nothing yet. We're waiting on, I suppose, movement from Singerloon or for the headmaster to decide that something can actually be done.
Hmm. Wouldn't it be much easier to kill him?
It's not my say just yet.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to figure out the best way forward, and I don't want to cause any additional strife. There was the vaguely threatening letter saying not to hurt or
Oh,
kill
right.
or whatever to them.
I mean, what is Cinder gonna do though?
I don't want to find out. I would like to have him sent home first, or whatever it might be, to discourage any future action from Cinder before we do anything.
That's fair.
But it is a priority, believe me.
They'd be pooping everywhere in the dining room.
Yup.
I don't know if I want to eat in there again. Drink?
Yes. Don't worry, we'll have better opportunities and better places in the actual kingdom building, which is something I would wish to discuss with you, but did you have anything else that was on your mind?
Yes. The information I had told you last time we had a discussion like this, um, I was just wondering what you would do with it.
Nothing currently. I don't believe it benefits anyone involved for me to go off and do anything with it, no?
True. I was just not sure.
Right. When it came to
'Cause
the library incident, that was a
yeah.
matter that, from at least my interpretation of it, it was on the blame of Aqua and Cerulean. And as much as it was an enemy I don't want to make, it was still something that I believe got us points and put us in a better light. Here, it's... Hello, Violet. Something that doesn't make us look the best, and it also is a member of Cerulean lying to Everthorne officials. That is something I wanted to bring up. How much do you trust Aqua on this? Especially with the assembly today that you weren't at. The assembly today was another one of the headmaster's generous punishments, similar to the one at the start of the year, in which
He won't be
everyone
punished
lost
again.
points until someone speaks up, which, at least last time, I had the belief that no one would speak up and no one would have anything, and thus it was unfair. This time I know that we at least do have one violation of rule and law.
In our court?
Indeed. Your own case. With points on the line, I simply wonder how much you place faith in Aqua. Is this something that we need to come forward with first so that it can be positioned towards us? Or is it something that, if we let it sit, we can trust that Cerulean won't come forward?
Well, no one on her court knows the true story. So there's that. She's been keeping it to herself this whole time.
Right. And she won't bend for the sake of points?
I don't think so.
I see.
I'm just worried that if it got out, though, that if back at court they found out, I would be sent away. Or, you know how it is in the doctrine.
I'm very familiar. Front and back.
Yeah.
Yes, it is something I would like to avoid for your sake. It's just something we need to be able to control and make sure it doesn't happen again.
I also understand that you're the prince and report to somebody.
Right. As of right now, my goal is to get myself on the throne and bring the rest of you with me. It's not going to be a great start or a great continuation for that if I lose anybody. And I understand that the setting here at Everthorne has been different and has led to many odd behaviors.
Something is weird about this school.
Indeed. Did you have anything else?
Those were my only concerns.
Right. My last point as mentioned, kingdom building. How are things progressing there? For you, personally. Do you have a delegation? Do you have materials gathered, a blueprint, anything?
I started a tunnel that I was supposed to work on a while ago.
See, that word supposed to scares me, Mateus.
I have I haven't touched kingdom building as much as I should have.
I would like to make
Shoulda.
that a priority for you.
Noted.
If need be, I apologize if this is something you've brought up. My mind is all over the place these days.
You're fine.
What is your major?
Decorte.
Right, I remembered as I said it. And which classes are you taking?
I'm taking knighthood as an elective. Royal code is mandatory. Kingdom building is mandatory, and I believe culinary is also mandatory for my major.
And is there anybody else majoring for Decorte that you know of?
I probably in other courts, but not in this one.
I see. No. Well, if you figure out a way that you can perhaps reliably either get a tutor or get notes, I would speak to the professors, see if they would allow that. I have a special agreement myself to simply get private tutelage. That's how it is for me back at home, so it's what I am most adapted to.
Aqua agreed to tutor me in Royal Code because I've missed every class and I have no idea where Westwind's at at the current
Nor
moment.
do I. That's been a concern. Yes. If possible, though, yes, I would like you focusing kingdom building. We want to have the area presentable by April. Both the Rose Festival and my birthday. I believe that we can make a very strong showing as a court.
Okay. As the deadline definitely helps me with motivation.
So, is your assignment just the tunnel?
I think we're supposed to also build a house, but I'm not sure if it's for ourselves or for a villager.
Right. Check in with your roommate on that.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you can focus on material gathering, that would be another great help if you are not construction aligned, I suppose.
Material gathering for everybody?
Yes, there is community chests set up, and
okay.
I understand that not everyone is too great with their hands. I am learning on the fly. I had a architect at home that would work on our estate, and I did learn a lot from him, surprisingly. He was around in downtime, and I indulged him in a good few conversations.
At least you have some skill.
Rose seems to think so. I am yet to see it in practice. I've mainly been sketching and trying to figure out a plan, and I think I have it now, so I'm just gathering materials. And you know what? Here, take a walk with me.
You have a plot picked out for your house?
Yes, it is the main mansion. You can come in. If you take a peek through here, you can see just how much resource I'm needing to prepare for mine. And so as much as I would wish to help for everybody else and get ahead on that, it's a bit difficult at the moment. Yes.
Your own house.
Indeed. So if you can work on the tunnel and get that done. Apologies if it's insensitive, but I do believe it is just a tunnel.
Yes.
I don't know how much work it requires.
It doesn't require much.
Sooner rather than later, so that your focus can be elsewhere. I think that would help everyone, yourself included. That's an item off the list that's progress that'll feel better now.
Indeed. I will stop procrastinating.
I understand. The freedom of Everthorne can be overbearing in its own way. But that is all I have for you. Kingdom building, finish your tunnel, check in with Rosalind regarding whatever house you need. And otherwise, materials, just see what in the community chests is lacking. Whatever you are able to grab and feel comfortable grabbing. I know that dark oak logs, wood, seemed like it was in pretty low supply. And I know that I've had quite the trouble finding it for myself. So that might be a good thing to prioritize.
Dark oak.
I believe also the cypress wood. I'm not sure actually where that even is.
Oh,
that
I
could
have
be a
saplings
good
for
thing.
that.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
But,
I'm
yes,
trying to
it
be more
is.
organized with the clipboard.
I appreciate the effort. I will let you go about your night then. Thank you for checking in.
Alrighty. Of course.
Okay, round and around. Now I need to speak with Celica. So what do I need? The dark oak logs. Is a lot. And it wouldn't hurt to have those. But I can also source that myself, especially once Celica gets me the attunements. So that is less of an issue for... It's still up there, I think. But not all too much. I mean, this I mooched off of our own communal chests. So honestly, the Blackstone could potentially be a better option. Hello. Deep Slate and Blackstone, yes. And the Cypress. I have no idea where to get this. I need Blackstone, Deep Slate, Cypress, log, stripped. How much do I reckon? I have the money, is the thing. I have more than the amount of money. Okay, come on, come on. Yeah, I'm so fine on cash. So paying Finn will not be any sort of issue. I'm actually going to just get this into this form. Perfect. So if he's charging 10 emeralds per stack of Blackstone, I believe this... It's just carving Blackstone, isn't it? I don't think we have any on hand that I can actually test that. Well, if I'm to assume, then that would need... How many is this? 9, 18, 27, 36? I reckon 40 stacks of Blackstone? Well, no, because I need it elsewhere, too. Make a very safe bet of 50 stacks Blackstone. Which, at 10 emeralds a stack, would run me 500 emeralds, which... Is that 50 blocks? I mean, it'd be a little under or over, I think. Right? Yeah, a little over. So it'd be about 55 emerald blocks. Or if he's going low, then it would just be the half. So 22 to 55 emerald blocks. Deep Slate, how much of that do I need? I already have quite a lot. I can also gather it myself. 9, 18. But I also know I need it elsewhere. We need it for the others, so... Honestly, I, again, have the funds. Let me be a good prince. 22 to 55 emerald blocks. Cypress logs I refuse to pay as much for. I also don't need as much. We'll call that 30 stacks. 30 stacks, cypress logs. And that would be, what? It's 30 at a conservative 5 emeralds, because I'm definitely not paying as much for it. Actually, no, 30 stacks, I'm paying 3 per stack. It's logs. And so that would be, yeah, 90 emeralds easy, which is 10 blocks. I'm going to pay 10 to... I say 20. I think I don't want to piss off Cerulean more than I probably already have. Netherrack is the other thing. This also just cuts down, so... What? 18... I also need nether bricks. Interesting, okay. Yes, okay, I definitely need more deep slate. Think. So that's about 18 stacks. Add another, round it out to 30. Round that out to maybe 40. Honestly, we'll call that 50 stacks too. But also that's netherrack. That's the common stuff, right? If I remember my study on the nether correctly, which admittedly is very little, but 50 stacks, netherrack. I'll pay 2 emeralds a stack for that. I feel like that's nothing. That's 100 emeralds. I mean, again, that's nothing. I'm willing to pay, I think, another 10 to 20. Right. Glass I won't need help with. Deep slate I honestly might just need more of. Otherwise, I think that covers my ground. And honestly, so what? That totals, at worst, what, 100, 120, 150 at the worst? I have... well, okay. So a little less, well, okay, no, I can cover it. I can cover it. Ezra, be so honest with yourself. It can be covered. So on a worst case, well, not worst case, but if I want to get greedy, we'll call it 100 stacks. Because it will go to use, is the thing. So this becomes about 45, and that becomes obviously about 110. Which does get quite pricey, I will say. Round that out to 50, which I'm going to say 20 to 30. And then here, we'll just put this right at the bottom here. 100 stacks of netherrack, which just doubles it, 20 to 30. So at worst here, 220, 250, we'll say 300. Now, do I have 300? I sure will. From my mystery coffer of doom. Yeah, that rounds out 300 easily. Would like to keep some in my pockets, but I mean, that's 320. That has tip. So even if he asks the highest possible bargain, I should be set. Okay. No. Let's see. Selka. I will be ready to... If you could reach out to Lord Strife, I should be ready to meet within the next 10 minutes. Give him some room. Where shall we meet? Ask where he would like to meet. Please. Wonderful. Hello. Hello. Huh. Nicely done. And this is the other stuff. That is... Wow. Huh. Don't mind if I do. Perfect. Now I can actually see the photos that I've been taking. Did I note it down? If I did, I have no clue. And I have this thing. I have seen one of these at the event. Yes, paper, and then I need the dyes. That's how I could put it. CMYK, I think, was the requirement. Hello. These have expanded. Wasn't that just wonderful? Huh. Interesting. Well, I suppose those are good to have. And let's see. 5 bits of magenta. There. No cyan. That could be an issue. It's just blue, right? How do I make blue? I should have been more of an artist. Not like that. Huh. So I don't believe any of these look cyan-esque. I have a theory. I have an idea. What happens? Blood. Oh, we've got that now. How do you make cyan? Maybe green and blue? Does that put me on the right track? They're calling him the genius. And by him, I mean me. I am him. I need... Yes, there. Honestly, what if we just do that? Look at me doing community service. Now, I'm noticing we don't have any more green. Can I make green? It's just darker lime, right? Nope, sure isn't. Okay. Last time I have an idea. No cactus. Cactus. And other green things. I wonder if we can get green dye out of those. Hello, stone. Okay. Well, how do we get magenta? I reckon red and blue makes purple, if I remember that enough. So how might I make magenta? I wonder. Actually, I wonder. Aha! I'm efficient. Okay, so we've got a hefty supply of that. We've got everything but cyan. Which I can mildly change the tune of, but not by much. At least get us started. That's something. I don't know if I've seen a desert around here. Even remotely. So I don't know if we have another way to get green. It's unfortunate. I mean, we've got other green stuff. I really feel like surely something here can turn to green. Hmm. This looks more filled. Okay, I'm rapidly losing faith that we have anything green. Great. Someone had cyan at some point. That's reassuring. Oh, that's probably belonging to get someone. Yeah, no, I just don't think any of this turns green. Let's go. Okay. Okay, that throws a wrench in things. I won't lie. Oh, that throws a wrench in a lot of things. What about... Oh, I need these. I want to burn those. Fir, that's a pretty common tree, I believe. Just use that. I have coal. Am I stupid? Maybe a little. Probably more than a little, but whatever. So be it. Toss that in there. Now I need, I think, more blue. Indeed I do. Blue, you can just... Look at me go. Photo Club has nothing on me. This guy like me get paper. Not from this chest, that's evident. We've got a... nothing there. Okay, never mind. Damn. Well, I know we have sugarcane, so... it'll be easy enough. Just take the old one, too. Okay. Ah, great, I'm not the first. And now my pants are wet. Hello. That'll at least, again, get me started. Honestly, I think I've got more than enough dye for right now. I want to finish off what I'm doing with the cyan, because that'll round it, but... honestly, I mean, 40 magenta dye? I mean, I'm not doing too bad. Not closing the window on myself, sure. If anything, we need more yellow. Huh. Send this back down because I forgot. And this is done. Perfect. Just make more cyan. Great. Toss that there. Do I have anything that makes yellow? That I do. And yeah, that arranges that. I am smooth sailing when it comes to photography, I would think. Yeah, I've got enough for 30-something photos. Nice. Do I have the paper to back it? Okay, I don't think I should print it on that. Cool. Probably shouldn't... yeah, no, okay. Alright, let's see what we have. Okay, this is that. I want to see my other ones. What actually is that? Does that say Lady Daphne something corner? That almost looks like Celica. That is... oh, the headmaster. Royal Code. Us not in last place. Mateus' backside. Further away picture of Mateus' backside. Best way, maybe? That's hard to tell. Ugh, hello. What am I looking? Is that Dante? That's me. That one's a cute. Who is that Pax again? That almost looks like Rosalind. And I have no clue what's going on there. Sure. What about this roll? So that's Veswin. Is that Felix? Hello again. Is also odd. What are my photos? Why did I take any of these? I need to be studied. Huh. Alright, well, let's develop some good ones. If I can. I'm curious what this is. But also, that would be a waste of paper. I'm gonna do it. Anticipation is killing me. Oh boy. Let's see. Are you kidding me? How did this... That just doesn't even help. What is... What does this say? That definitely says LADYDAPHNE. That's gotta be Lady Daphne. But what else does that... What is that? Alright, I guess I'm holding on to that. That is Celica. She likes photos, I think. So we'll get that developed. Can toss that off to her as I guess thank you for getting the photo stuff. Indeed it is. My pattern recognition goes unmatched. Okay. Headmaster I don't care for. I kind of need to confirm if I was right on this being Veswin, because I really feel like it is. Really feel like it is. Please don't prove me wrong. I need to clear out my pockets. If I can open the barrel, if I can just fathom doing that. Okay, there. Need those. Backup camera I don't really need. Well, is this my camera? No, it sure isn't. This is my camera. Because it's got the stupid little thing in there. Perfect. And what is going on here? It is! Aha! I love being right. Well, I guess Veswin gets a photo now. This, I think, is Pax, so I might as well just develop it. Have him get something. I mean, I took that photo on 2 different rolls. Why did I do that? Wow, that is not flattering. Wow, that's rough. That's actually really bad. It's Dante. I don't care for Demon at the moment. Nice one of myself. I'll certainly take that. Come on. Oh, yeah. Look at me. Oh. That's Pax. That, I think, is Rosalind, but not a great angle. Why did I take this one? Oh. I know why I took these. I'm even fooling myself. Okay, wow. Yeah. I see precisely why I took these. And I'll grab that one too. Do I have the frames to put these up? No, because why would I? Truly. Okay, why did I take this one? This one I actually have no clue on. It's for someone else. Let's see. I thought I had frames. I know we have frames in the storage room, so that's not at all an issue, but... Huh. Where were they? Yes, right down here. Sure. I do quite like the red. It's coming along very nicely. I like my little photo wall. Oh, that is a good one. That is a keeper for sure. I'm getting another print of that. That's just good. Everyone deserves a copy of this one. Perfect. Alright, then the other reel will have much less character, but it's not red. However, I think there are probably still some decent photos. One might hope. Hello. They're Paxton. Whatever's going on there. Whatever's going on there. Actually, I'm keeping this one. Because I'm pretty sure that is Violet and Luciala, if I remember correctly. And I had my own questions on that. So it might be good just in proof if I lose the film. Yep, sure is. Can't very much tell that it's Violet, but I at least have witness testimony. It could be anyone. Yuck. Felix. Pax. 2. That one's worthwhile. We'll get to that. Good day, Your Highness. I've missived Lord Strife to see if he can meet to discuss his muscle for hire work. Is there a place you would wish to have him meet us? Up to... I would leave it up to his choice. It's his business. Another one of that. Both of them can have it. Okay. I don't know what other photos I have here. Who even is that? I don't know who this is either. What are any of these photos? I alarm even myself. Huh. Ah, it's I think Mateus. I know how to deliver some photos. No. Just which one's the best one do I have? Okay. I don't know if I should actually leave that one. That one feels a little evil to drop off, but there we go. And for Violet. Oh man, I do feel a little bad. Because that was probably a private meeting. But it's fine. Let's see. Perfect. She is quite engrossed in this book. Surely. Surely.
You can announce your presence, you know.
How did I... You weren't even... How did you... Sure.
Well, I can't be revealing all of my tricks now, can I?
Certainly not. How did she... I completely... How? How did she do that? Huh. Good evening.
There we go.
Fine enough.
I am all right.
Yourself?
Can't complain.
I'll make us a space. So I'm aware that I believe Rosalind has already commissioned you for a fair share of materials.
I think it was Deep Slate.
Yes, that would make sense. We have some quite, I suppose, grand plans in mind for our kingdom building.
Right.
And myself included, I have quite the estate mapped out. That said, how quick is your turnaround, I suppose?
You mean just how quick I can get it to you?
Yes.
It really depends on how much you need and what the item is.
Well, I've got two different, I suppose, draft orders. At the bare minimum, hello.
My bad. Well, the wrong big thing.
My draft order, at the bare minimum, I have roughly 50 stacks of blackstone, 50 stacks of deep slate, 30 stacks of cypress logs stripped, and 50 stacks of netherrack. But, depending on how much work you're willing to take on, upping it to 100 stacks of netherrack, 100 stacks of blackstone, 100 stacks of deep slate, and 50 stacks of the stripped cypress logs. Either way, I have the funds to pay for it. It's just a matter of how much you're willing to take on.
You said netherrack and what was it?
Blackstone, deep slate, stripped cypress logs, and netherrack, yes. My minimum order is mainly just for my estate, while the latter order is more so trying to spark the rest of everyone to have something to dip into.
Honestly, the 100 netherrack, blackstone, and deep slate in the cypress is not hard.
Perfect.
It would just take me a couple hours, but I could get that done pretty easy.
I like the ambition.
It's better than gathering gold, so.
What do you expect the pricing would look like?
It's 100 stacks for each, right?
100 besides the cypress. The cypress would be 50.
50, okay.
See how close he sticks
For the
to
100 on the netherrack, blackstone, and deep slate, I would say probably 20 emerald blocks apiece on those. And then for the logs, honestly, just like 10 emerald blocks. That's not hard to get.
So you're thinking 70 emerald blocks in total?
Yeah.
How about one, well, round it out at even 2 stacks of emerald blocks.
Wait, what did I say first? Did I say blocks or regular emeralds?
You said blocks, and you outlined about 70. I'm adding in a considerable tip.
Oh, you're adding on? Or
Yes. Rounding it out to about, I believe it'd be 128 or so.
okay.
And
It's
in
whatever
addition,
you're willing to
since
part
you're-
with, so
In addition, since you're, of course, of a different court, since you are helping considerably in the resource gathering for it, I'll keep you and your court in mind for any gatherings we may host.
gotcha.
But yes, that would be fine for me. Do you have any contract or anything?
I just have a book that I write all my stuff in, so I know what it is.
Sure.
So
And if not, I believe we have Celica here taking note.
that works. So
But I've heard good things, so I don't have any distrust by any means.
no, I don't scam. So
Be a pretty bad environment to do so, especially after yesterday.
what happened yesterday?
The assembly.
Oh. Yeah, well. Honestly, I don't care what all was said. So
Can't blame him.
I have my issues. I've already addressed them. So
I think everyone has their share of issues. It's a fun element of being here.
yeah, it's why I don't live on campus anymore. So
That's why I'm trying to get this quickly built.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Right then. I will let you continue about your night then.
Mm.
Thank you for your time. And your service, of course.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, never mind. I think that went smoothly.
Indeed.
I'm frankly shocked at the price. Hello.
He had mentioned 5 or 10 emeralds per stack. I did not think he meant blocks.
No,
However,
I did assume, or I believe it is plain emeralds. We're going for 100 stacks of each. That's nearly 2 double chests full.
I do
This
suppose.
is quite
As long
a
as he
lot.
keeps his word, then that'll be fine.
Indeed. In his own words, it's materials I'm
Oh.
willing to part with.
I see. In any case, he did ask a follow-up question. Do you want cobbled deep slate or regular deep slate?
Cobbled should work.
I will let him know.
No, what I had outlined off of my estimates from his 5 to 10, the 100 stacks of blackstone I had outlined at anywhere from 45 to 110 emerald blocks. Same for the deep slate. And then the netherrack, since I believe it's a quite brittle material, figured it would be quicker, and I had 20 to 30 outlined there. Cypress, I had 20 to 30, and at a high estimate, that would have rounded out a little under 300. So having all of that for about 130 is considerable.
I see.
I did get your mail. I was able to develop that.
Ah, I see.
And this if you would like it.
I will refrain, thank you.
No, I insist. It's quite the angle of myself. I thought I looked remarkable.
When did you get a second chin?
Thank you, Celica. Have a good night, and let me know if you need anything else of me.
Of course. Have a good night, Your Highness.
Thank you. Others don't see the vision. Others simply do not see the vision. Celica is funny. I don't think she even sees the vision, which maybe means she meant it, but surely not. Where's that picture? Nope, I need that. Come on, where was it? Surely not. I just don't think... hello. I'm looking straight on. There's no second chin. If I hold it up to like, well, here's light. I just don't. Yeah, no, she's being funny, and it is a little funny. I'll give her that. Well, then that more than knocks out all of this, truly. These first few are just clear now. I could gather the calcite. I think I need to gather the calcite, and that might be a little more difficult, but I can manage. These also might prove difficult. We'll see. I need to actually go to the nether. Yes, the rest of this... The glass. Glass will be the other thing. Okay. So keep that in mind. Yes, definitely glass. Got that sorted. That's sorted. We have missing areas here that I don't remember. I'll have to double check the blueprint. No, we're mostly sorted. That's what's crazy. Huh. And that means I can sort out this. Starting with a little... May I state again for the record. Relaxation and whatever else. Okay, it's a little high tempo. We're sticking with the classics.